Hello everyone and welcome back to day 6 of our chair yoga series. Today we are looking at strength and balance, and we're going to start seated, but we're going to do most of this session standing up using the chair as our support. And we're going to look at doing some strong standing poses and then also some little dynamic movements that are going to allow us to focus on and gain a little bit of balance. So whenever you're ready, take a seat. Let's get nice and tall through the spine. We're going to make sure the knees are directly above the ankles, and we're going to rest the hands on the lap. We're going to take 3 nice big breaths here, just like we have been doing. So big breath in through your nose, find that length through your spine, and then consciously let go as you exhale. Shoulders drop, belly softens. Maybe feeling that connection of your feet to the earth. Nice big breath in when you're ready. And lovely exhale out. Inhale deeply and let it go. Perfect. Allow your breath to return to normal and just take a few moments here to focus on the breath, bringing that attention in towards yourself. We are trying to let go of the external. Just trying to be fully present with our bodies and with our breath. Perfect. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. Take a sigh out. Release some of that tension. Have a little wiggle of your fingers. And then let's take an inhale as we sweep the arms up into the air. We're reaching up nice and high. We're going to bring the palms together. Give them a little press as you hug your arms in alongside your ears. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend into the elbows and just kind of lift up through your chest. So you're just almost kind of bowing up towards the sky. Bowing up. Can you bow up? We are today anyway. So looking up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Inhale, straighten up, take the arms up, press the palms together, hug the arms in. Now, if reaching the arms up all the way up isn't accessible to you, just bringing the arms as far as you can and pressing those palms together. On the exhale, bending into the elbows, just lifting that sternum up, looking up towards the sky. Spread those hands and fingers nice and wide. Lovely. Inhale, straighten up. Press the palms. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Open the chest. Lovely. Inhale. Take it up. And then exhale. Bend. Keep looking up towards the sky. Wonderful. Inhale. Take your arms up. Straighten up the spine. And then you're just going to allow your left hand to float down and grab the side of the chair, or place it next to you if you're sitting on a bed or something like that. And then take a little lean over. Nice big lean over to the left. Stretch out that side body. If you need a little bit more, have a wiggle of the fingers. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Wonderful. Inhale, take both arms back up above the head. Press those palms together. Lovely. Then float that right hand down. Grab the side of the chair. Take that little lean over. Lovely. Stretch it out. Feel the side body opening up. Little wiggle of those fingers if you need. Perfect. Inhale. Take an exhale. Nice and gently. Both arms go back up. Press, press, press. Inhale. And then exhale. Float the arms down. Take a little roll of your shoulders. Perfect. And then just let the hands rest on your lap. Let the shoulders drop. Take a moment here. Sigh it out. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to stand up now. So take your time, come into a standing position, and we want to come to the back of the chair. So if you need to move your chair, then you can. I am just going to sit mine forward for a second. I'm going to be moving my chair about just for the sake of the camera angle. Okay, so both hands are on the back of the chair now, and then have your feet so they're about hip distance apart. We're going to find a little softness in our knees. So little softness like that. Okay, then when you're ready, just going to take some nice gentle hip circles. And you're using your chair as support. So holding on to it, allowing the upper body to stay nice and upright. You can use your knees if you want to here, so that's warming the knees up a little bit as we circle around. Just remember to keep breathing. Perfect, and then take it the other way. Going round. Lovely. So it's just gently getting some blood flow to those hips, and that's what we want. Wonderful. Nice and gently come back to center. Okay, now we're going to take it into a downward dog. So a downward dog using a chair, or you could use the wall as well. So you could do this move from the wall as well. It's such a nice way to open up the back of the body and really get a good stretch out. So what you want to make sure is that you've got room behind you. Both hands on the back of the chair, and just nice and gently walk back until your arms kind of get fully extended. They're nice and straight. Lower your head down in between your arms. And then what you can do here is, if your legs feel super tight, maybe the hamstrings feel tight, you can bend your knees here, or you can go for straight legs, and just pulling that navel in towards your spine. That's really important, because if you let your belly flop, you get this kind of arching in your back. When you come out of this pose, you know, you can kind of strain those muscles in the low back, and that's not what we're looking for. So we want to stretch everything out. Really try and extend through your tailbone, maybe try and turn it up a little bit towards the sky, and then imagine that you're breathing into the back of your body. So 3 big breaths here, breathing in all the way through the arms and shoulders, into the back, and then down into the back of the legs. Lovely. 2 more breaths, inhale. Lovely, let it go. And last one, breathe in deeply. Sigh it out. Perfect. Let's take a little pedal of the knee. So gently drop into one knee, switch to the other side. Your feet can stay connected to the floor. However, if lifting a heel feels better, you can do that as well. So just finding what works for you. And just gently opening up those calf muscles. Again, just getting a little bit of blood flow into those legs before we go into our standing poses. Perfect. When you're ready, just coming back to that downward dog position. Make sure navel is drawn in. We're going to take one more big breath in through the nose. Let it go. Perfect. Take a little look up. So use your hands, press them down into the back of the chair to look forwards, and then take an inhale, slowly, gently walk yourself back. Okay, so we're going to take ourselves into a warrior 1. So you want it so that your left hand is holding onto the back of the chair, and the left leg obviously is next to the back of the chair. So I'm just going to turn mine to one side. Okay, so with the left leg next to the chair, that's going to be the leg we're going to step back. Right leg is going to be our standing leg. So when you're ready, stepping that left foot back, heel comes down to the floor. So it's a nice big step back, as wide as you can go, and then taking a generous bend into the front knee. Left hand is just staying holding onto the chair. We take an inhale, we reach the arm, right arm up into the air. If you want to let go of the chair, you definitely can. If you're feeling nice and stable, go for it. But remember, this is chair yoga, so we're using it for our support. This is also a pose that you could do against the wall. So if you're near a wall and you don't want to use a chair, you can definitely use the wall. Let's take 2 nice big breaths here. Breathe in deeply, find length, reaching up. So through the spine and through the fingertips. Exhale, pressing those feet firmly into the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Drop the arm down. Grab the back of the chair if you wasn't already, and then take a nice big step forward. Have a little shake out of your legs. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to take that little move into flamingo. So nice dynamic movement. That's also going to allow us to go into a little bit of balance. So to take ourselves into a flamingo pose, which is going to be our little dynamic movement and then into a little bit of balance, we're going to step the left foot back, just a natural step back. So however that looks for you. Then we take an inhale and we're going to bring the knee all the way through and lift it up. Then as we exhale, we're stepping it back. So that natural step back. We're just going to continue like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, lift. And step it back. Inhale, lift. And step it back. So just keep that going, that little bit of movement. It's creating A little bit of blood flow in the hip, also around that biggest joint in your body, which is that ball and socket joint. Lovely, just a couple more here. Lovely. Lift the knee up and then just step it back and then just stop here for a moment, take a breath. So this time we're going to lift the knee and then we're going to hold it in place. So full flamingo pose. Your left hand can hold onto the chair and then the other hand maybe holds and supports the leg, or maybe you just have the leg suspended in the air. I'll kind of show you as we do it. So when you're ready, nice big breath, you're lifting the knee, holding it in position. So maybe it's just suspended like this in the air, hand on hip, or maybe that right hand supports underneath your thigh, maybe around your front of your knee or your shin, or maybe you let go of the chair and go for two hands. So that's if you feel that balance is with you today. So it really doesn't matter which one you go for, just hold in position. We're going to stay here for 2 big breaths. Inhale, let it go. Inhale, let it go. Now, if you want to kind of just see if there's any balance there today, if you haven't fully let go of the chair, just hover that hand above the chair for a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Grab the chair and then take a nice big step back. Lovely. Step it forwards, have a little shake out of your hips, and then when you're ready, we're going to turn the other way. So I'm just going to move my chair up here. So right hand now is holding on to the back of the chair. And this time, when you're ready, you're going to be stepping the right leg back. So nice big step back, bending that front knee, heel, back heel comes down towards the floor, and then taking that left arm up into the air for your warrior. Lovely, nice big breath. Exhale. Remember, as you inhale, to just always try and find that length, that reaching up. And as you exhale, you're grounding, rooting those feet down to the floor. Lovely. Stay here for one more breath. Let it go. Wonderful. Nice and gently just drop the arm down, take a step forwards, have a little shake out of your legs. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to take it into our little flamingo movement. So when you're ready, you're going to take an inhaler and you're going to lift the right knee up, and then we're going to take that natural step back. Inhale, take it up and step it back. Inhale up and exhale back. So we want to keep this going. So again, we're just getting that blood flow into the hip. Lift up, step it back, lift up, step it back. So it's a really nice way to connect movement with your breath as well. So sometimes we don't always find that connection, but with simple little movements like this, makes it a little bit easier. Wonderful. Let's do one more. Lift it up and then take that step back, and then just take a moment here, take a breath before we go into our full flamingo. Okay, so whenever you feel ready, big breath, drive that knee through, find that point that you're able to hold the leg. It might be suspended, maybe you grab it. So it might be different this side, you maybe grabbed it the other side, this side you don't need to, or maybe vice versa. Lovely, holding position, nice tall spine, engaging the core, keeping everything nice and strong through your midline. Lovely, inhale, exhale, keep holding, inhale, exhale, let it go. Now this time, as you breathe, do you want to let go of the chair? Maybe you just hover the hand just above the chair, or maybe you just press a little fingertip into the chair. As all these things are just telling your brain, little messages go into the brain that, you know, you want to balance or you need to balance. Inhale, exhale, release, step it back. Lovely. Take a step forwards and then have a little shake out of your legs. Perfect. Okay, we're going to turn back to the other side. We're going to do a warrior 1 and a warrior 2. So left hand is holding on to the back of the chair, and then when you're ready, your left foot is stepping back for that warrior 1. Heel goes down to the floor, nice bend in the front knee, and then taking the arm up into the air. 2 breaths here. Inhale deeply, exhale, release from your mouth. Inhale through your nose, Exhale, let it go. Wonderful. Now, drop your arms down, turn those back toes outwards, so they should be facing in the same direction as your chair. Keep a nice bend in the front knee, and then reach that right arm out in front. So your left hand is still holding onto the chair. Now, if you want to let go of the chair, you release that left arm back behind you for full warrior two. And also, don't be afraid to move your chair if you need to. So if you need to bring it closer, bring it closer. Take a little peek down at that front knee. Just make sure that it's not rolling inward or outward and that you're just trying to keep the knee in line with the foot. Reach and extend, get tall here. Look over those front fingertips. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale, release. Wonderful. Drop the arms down. Grab your chair if you wasn't holding it. And then turn those back toes gently to face the front. And then when you're ready, taking a nice step forward. Have a little shake out of the legs. Perfect. Warrior one, warrior two. On the other side. So same again. Right hand's holding on to the chair. This time, right leg is stepping back. For that warrior one, heel comes down to the floor. Take the arm up into the air. Nice tall spine. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling again. And letting it go. Perfect. We turn the back toes out now for warrior two, keeping that nice bend in the front knee. And then that left arm is going straight out in front. Again, if you want to let go of the chair, release the right arm back behind you. But this is chair yoga, remember? So we're using it for our support. Lovely. 2 breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Take a little peek at that front knee if you need to. Inhale. Exhale, release. Lovely. When you're ready, drop the arms down. Make sure you're grabbing hold of the chair. Turn those back toes to face the front. And then take a nice big step forward. Take a little shake out of your legs. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to come back to sit down on the chair. So when you're ready, just take your time. Come and sit down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our Yogi Squat, which we did in one of our previous days. So we're going to make sure that we sit forward on the chair. We're going to get nice and tall. We're going to take the legs a little bit wider, turning the toes out. Now remember that this pose is that kind of full body engagement. We're engaging lots of different muscles here. So we want to start by pressing the feet firmly into the floor. Feel then that engagement start to move up through the legs. We get nice and tall through the spine, drawing the navel in towards it. Nice tight core. Perfect. We're going to bring those hands to heart center and we're pressing the palms in towards each other. And then notice then how that engagement goes all the way through the arms and into your shoulders. So there's a lot to think about here, but it's pressing the feet into the floor, drawing navel to spine, making the spine and the crown of the head nice and tall, pressing palms together throughout. So we're going to keep that pressure going. 3 big breaths. Inhale. Long exhale out of your mouth. Inhaling deeply. And exhale, releasing it out. Last one, big breath, keep pressing. Exhale, let it go. Wonderful. Now this time you're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're just going to collapse into your chair. So inhale and exhale. Lovely. Take a moment here. This is the best bit. It's like a little release. Take a moment, take a breath. Notice how you feel. Perfect. Wonderful. Gently walk your feet back in and then maybe push yourself all the way to the back of the chair so your spine gets fully supported here. You can always add in a cushion if you wanted to underneath your seat or maybe behind your back. Let's rest the hands down on the lap. Roll your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Perfect. Let the breath return to normal. And let's spend a few moments just focusing the attention on the breath. Trying to soften each of your muscles and joints. as you exhale. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you today. And just tuning in to how you feel. If your breath is feeling a little shallow here, just take those few moments to just bring it back. Bring it back to a gentle, natural ebb and flow. Wonderful. Whenever you're ready, take a little wiggle of your fingers and toes, starting to invite gentle movement back to your body. Let's sit up nice and tall. And then as we inhale, we're going to sweep the arms nice and big up into the air, bringing the palms together, and exhale, bringing your hands down towards your heart. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. It's like you're gathering up lots of positive energy into the center of the palms, and then exhale, you're bringing it down into your heart space. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, bring that light right down into your heart. Perfect. Whenever you're ready, gently blinking open the eyes. And that brings us to the close of day 6 of our chair yoga series. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you on our final day, day 7. Wow, we made it. So hope to see you there. Remember to leave me a comment, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.